Hello everyone, welcome back to the GeekyTwins and our playthrough of the Hero of the Kingdom. Okay, so last time I searched around a lot, found a lot of the mushrooms and this pearls and whatnot, so this time around I'm trying to play the game, and I need a mage to get into the cemetery, and I can't seem to find that. So I have all this. Okay. So I guess I'll just continue on to the Dark Forest. That's what my hint says anyway, so. I searched the whole back of the camp. There's a strange black obelisk. I saw something similar in the goblin camp. Who knows what it is and what it is for? However, I want to know if my father is here. There's a small cave where I can hear someone calling for help. I'm sure those are other prisoners. I'm going to rescue them. Son, is it you? What are you doing here? I found my father. He's safe and sound. I hugged him immediately. I have to tell him everything that has happened. Tell me, son, what's happened? What about our farm? I told him everything that had occurred. I told him about the bandits and how they burned down our farm. I told him that I had been looking for him. Then I told him about joining the army and conducting this rescue mission. I'm so proud of you, my son. You've done great things, but there are other tasks before us. I have no idea what kind of task he's talking about. He seems a bit odd. I think he wants to tell me something important. You know, my son, I have to tell you about my secret. I'm not a simple farmer, or maybe I am now, but I wasn't in the past. My father continued with his story. He told me that he was a general in the army. Later, he left the army and started a new life as a farmer. I'm sorry to have hidden it from you. I thought that farm life would be better for us. I just wanted to protect you. Everything that's going on now is related to my past. We have to hurry to the castle and talk to the king. I will tell you everything on the way. I'm a bit confused about what he has told me. My father, a general in the army? I can't believe it. But if he is telling the truth, he knows what's going on. So there's no doubt we have to hurry to the castle. As we passed through the dark forest, my father told me about his past. His story is quite similar to mine. He was also an ordinary boy desperate for some adventure. He joined the army because he wanted to be a hero. It wasn't long before he got his opportunity. I can see that he doesn't like recalling that part of his life. I'll have a choice here. As we left the dark forest, father started to talk about his past yet again. He told me that about a skilled student of magic, Fendrel, who lived in that period. He became so powerful that he refused to respect his teachers, so they excluded him from the Mage Guild. Unfortunately, this was the beginning of sad events. Fendrel could not accept such disgrace. He dedicated his life to dark magic and prepared his plans of revenge. He hid in this forest. Since that time, this wood had been called the Dark Forest. Even Fendrel got a new name, the Dark Lord. During our long journey, Father told me the story of the Dark Lord. He managed to attract different monsters using his magic. Some people said that they came straight from hell. Nobody knows about the exact plans of the Dark Lord. Maybe he was driven by his need for revenge, maybe by the desire for absolute power. He started to destroy the whole country using his dark magic and his monsters. My father was a young captain, and he was assigned the task of finding the Dark Lord. He managed to do that thanks to his great abilities. My father managed to catch the Dark Lord in a trap. He attacked the Dark Lord together with his friend, a mage, Sadin, and they almost defeated him. My father says the Dark Lord managed to escape, but no living man has seen him since that time. Life returned to normal, and people started to think that the Dark Lord had been defeated. As years passed, the people forgot about the Dark Lord. My father became a general and a hero. He met my mother, they got married, and later I was born. Unfortunately, my mother died shortly after my birth. My father was devastated. He decided to change his life and devote himself to raising me and providing me with an ordinary, safe life. No longer a hero, he became an ordinary man who just carries this burden. This was the end of my father's story. I think these must be very sad memories for him. I did not ask anything else. We kept moving and finished the journey to the castle in silence. As we drew closer to the castle, I thought about all the things my father said. I think I know who is behind all the things happening now. I think that it's the Dark Lord. I know my father thinks the same. I can see it on his face. We have to hurry up. I hope the king or somebody from the Mage Guild will know what to do. Brave! I found my father. soon as we got to the castle, my father was greeted by the king. It was an amazingly friendly hug. I have no doubts that my father used to be an important man. The king started with a lot of questions about the recent years of my father. My father interrupted him because the news was much more important. Your Majesty, I'm afraid I bring bad news. The Dark Lord is back. What are you talking about? That villain? Are you sure? Yes, my lord, everything is clear. All the unrest happening in our country. My father told the king about the bandits. When he was their prisoner, they questioned him about his part. They knew a lot of things that should have been a secret. They knew that he had been a general of the army once. And then I saw him. He was there. It was him. I'll never forget his dark voice. It's the Dark Lord who's behind all these bandits. He's calling all the dark forces as he did in the past. I held my breath and listened to all the things my father told the king. Then he recounted how I rescued him. For the first time, the king looked at me. So you're the new hero. You're as brave as your father. I just bowed with my head and stood quietly. What could I say when the king talked to me like that? We have to be fast. The Dark Lord is much more powerful than he used to be. You're right, we have to talk to the Mage Guild. They looked at me and I realized that this would be my new task. My father will stay with the king and I'll go see the mages. The king told me that it has been a while since he last contacted the mages. They live in the swamp south of the military camp. As soon as I find their master, Sadin, I must bring him to the castle. He gave me some purses of gold. Okay. Checking for stuff up this pearl. Yay! I need men. That's a bar. I asked the student of magic where could I find his master Sadin. As he just groaned sadly, I knew that something was wrong. The master decided to visit a village of frogmen in the swamp a week ago. He should have been back by this time. Something must have happened. Frogman village? I never heard such a thing. I need to find Master Sadin in the swamp. I hope he's fine. According to the student, the village is somewhere close. The easiest way to find it is to follow the river. I can borrow his boat. The local alchemist has a collection of different potions. I can sell him any potions I don't need. What's this? Magical potions. I've got a lot of money right now. Make a couple of these. I'll ask the student of magic how I'm supposed to fight the undead monsters in the town cemetery. I'm sorry, Captain, but I can't help you with that. You'll have to ask Master Sadin. The water was so muddy I couldn't catch the algae. Better find some. I bet you I can collect these things. I encountered a strange creature. It looked like a huge frog, but his moves were similar to a human. I think he's afraid of something. Croak. Human, you can help the family. I was shocked when the creature started to talk to me. It seems like he needs some help. But his articulation is too poor. Of course, it's a frog. When I tried harder, I was able to understand him. He explained that his village was attacked by scaregs, and everybody except him was taken. I have no idea what scaregs are or how to help them. I tried to ask something about Master Sadden. Croak, Sadden, good man, Croak. He helped the family, Croak. It seems that they know Master Sadden very well. I think he helps those creatures for some reason. Unfortunately, if I understood the frog's poor speech correctly, then Master Sadden was taken by the scaregs. I asked him where I can find those scaregs. He didn't know, but he said their witchman would know. He should be in the swamp picking some herbs. There's no other way but to search the swamp and find the witchman. I had to search the swamp and find the frogman. What's this? Scout. Who gives me scouts? Alright. Gotta search for the person that does scouts. I only need 2, right? Yeah. You dead. That crocodile is a real beast. It bit my spear into 2 pieces. Next time I must be more careful when hunting. Ah, okay. Yo. Yo. I found the frog witchman. To my surprise, he was able to speak like a human. I told him what happened in his village. He started to run home immediately. I almost didn't catch him. The witchman just desperately stared at the empty village. I can imagine his feelings when almost all of his family was taken. I'll try to ask about the scaregs. According to the description, the scaregs are other strange creatures, some kind of lizard men. They even have their own city deeper in the swamp. It's to the south down the river. I'm thinking I should just pluck whatever I can. Ah, need that. I don't know where I can tell the kids stuff though. I have to find the city of the scaregs. It's not easy to move in the swamp. I need bread and scouts. Here, I need to go. Nope. Yes. Here, I need to get some scouts. And then, who can give me bread? Yeah, she doesn't buy bread from me. Just checking up again. feel like I'm missing something in here. Gosh dang it, who sells? Who sells the bread? I guess I could just go to the town, but I kind of like exploring too. Nope. Stuff to explore here. Water. Hey, no, go away. Who are you? Is that you, Simon? Ah, Simon, my friend. I found this madman in the empty Frogman village. It is impossible to talk to him. He keeps repeating a name. Simon, probably his friend. Scarabs keep their prisoners in this part of the city. There are almost exclusively local frogmen, but I think I could see a man there. I think this could be Master Sadness. It won't be easy to rescue them. A good plan is necessary. Maybe I can ask the frog witchman. He must know what's the best weapon. It's a wolf. Yup, I'll take all of that. I don't have any poisons. Well, luckily, nope. I gave the leaves to the sad woman. She thanked me, paid, and then went to make the potion for her husband. What am I looking at here for? Yeah, okay. Oh, I can tell this. I told the witchman about the city of the Scarabs and the captive frogman. He flipped over his eyes and is in some kind of trance. I have no idea what it means. I asked him about the weak points in the Scarabs. The witchman was still in a trance, so I was going to repeat my question, but he suddenly... Scarab is strong warrior, but I feel that you're much stronger. I'm glad that the witchman thinks I'm stronger, but what am I supposed to do about the city full of Scarabs? A direct attack would be dangerous for my soldiers, also for the prisoners. Luckily, the witchman is going to help us. He'll make us a potion that can make the Scarabs fall asleep for a while, but I have to find all the necessary ingredients first. Of course you do. Well, what is this? Oh, these are those. I can buy some of these things, but some of them only grow here in the swamp. These things. Just see if I can sell these gator things to this. Yeah. Done. The potion is ready. All I need to do is to scatter it in the air in the vicinity of the scarabs and they'll fall asleep. I have to be careful as the potion is active for only a short time. Let's do it now! I can try to rescue the prisoners with the sleeping potion made by the witchman. I have to be fast. The potion worked just perfectly. The guards fell asleep and I rescued the frogman. Something strange happened as I was trying to rescue Master Satin. He just got out of his cage and said we would meet at the castle and then disappeared using some kind of magic. Okay, that was it? Guess so. I took all the rescued frogmen to their village. They went to their bamboo houses. The witchman was so happy to see them, he gave me different valuable herbs as a reward. The witchman will make a poison for me for free. All I have to do is bring him all the necessary ingredients. One poison. Master Satin is in the castle, as he said when I tried to rescue him. He is talking to the king and my father. As I approached, he looked at me and said, "So here comes our hero. I'm sorry for such a fast departure, but there was no time to be polite." The master mage explained to me that he had allowed himself to be captured on purpose. He needed to know what was going on in Scarab City. He suspected that something dark was going on in there. They were no danger to him because he could escape anytime he wanted using his magic. The things he found out are disturbing. Scarabs are under the control of the Dark Lord. I dare say that even the goblins in the mines and the undead monsters from the cemetery have something to do with this dark plan. All the clues indicate that the Dark Lord is going to destroy or conquer this country. Master Satin says that we have to act as soon as possible. While he was held by the Scarabs, he found out that the Dark Lord uses the portal close to the Scarabs to get to his hideout. If we could use this portal, we would be able to attack him directly in his hideout. This surprise attack would be a great tactical advantage. I have to observe that portal, and I think I know how to use it. According to Master Satin, the portal can be activated using 5 rune stones. Oh, I have one. Master has such a stone with him. He found it when he fought the Dark Lord for the first time many years ago, but he didn't know what it was good for back then. I put a hand into my backpack and pulled out the runestone which I had taken from the bandits. Master Satin started to pay more attention immediately. "Where did you get that? That's a runestone of the Dark Lord." I explained to him how I managed to take the stone. I think it's not an accident that the leader of the bandits has the stone. It's very possible that other servants of the Dark Lord have similar runestones. I gave my runestone to the Master Satin in order to keep it safe. I'm going on a difficult mission. I have to get the other 3 stones. I think I'll have to fight with goblins, scarabs, and skeletons. Despite the fact that I tried to look fearless, my father knows me and he saw that I was scared. "Don't worry, my son, you're strong. You have become a great warrior. You can make it." I asked Master Satin how I was supposed to fight the undead monsters in the town cemetery. He told me that I needed a powerful weapon. Maybe a mace would be the best choice. I have to immerse the weapon in magic potion. This is the only way to hurt the undead. Okay. I have a mace and magic potion. I don't know what that means though. Yeah, okay. Great, this weapon with the magical potion really works. The only thing remaining is a mass of old bones. I found a gold necklace here. I'm not surprised that I can see a ghost in the cemetery. Since I helped the fisherman Jack, I have a strange ability to understand ghosts. I'll try to listen to this one. He told me that he died during a fire in his house in town. He left here his daughter Mary, an orphan who is terribly poor now. He asked me to find her and tell her that there are some coins under their burnt house. Please give an orphan a piece of bread. I found Mary as she was begging on the square. I offered her my help as I promised her dead father. I told her to wait for me at the old burnt house. I told Mary how I met her father's ghost. She thought I was lying to her and making fun of her. I insisted on my words, so I proved them. I told her about the money under the house. In order to prove the truth, I have to search for the place of the fire and find the coins that her ghost of her father spoke about. What? You were right. I can't believe it. Now I should give those coins to Mary. She'll never have to beg anymore. She thanked me and she gave me some of her coins. The ghost was satisfied that I had helped his daughter. He can rest in peace now. Help two ghosts. Yay! Mysterious. 140 eggs. I'm out of hearts. My mace was destroyed in the fight. I managed to beat the other undead. I was lucky to find some gold again. Those undead monsters were probably rich. I found the lost landlord's servant. He was hiding behind a stone next to the cemetery. When he saw the undead, he was too frightened to move. I'll help him back home to his master. Here. I took the servant to his master. I hope he'll be much more careful next time. Heck yeah! The landlord was pretty happy when he realized the servant was alive. He invited me to dinner as a reward. I have to say that it's been a while since I last ate so well. These are the berries that I need. Oh no, the attack was a disaster. Our soldier didn't use the potion in time and the undead speared him. I lost my shield as I was trying to help him. Ah. It was hard, but I've won. Hey stranger, are you looking for some valuable stuff? This cemetery is full of it. I'm going to open these graves. I'm telling you, they're full of gold. I don't believe it, but okay. You know that there must be more of those magic mushrooms here? There they are. Hey, that was my crypt. I can't really boast of such an act. Oh, that's -5. That's okay. What are you doing? I was going in there. Strange, I found an old map. The markings show a spot close to the mines. I hope the ghosts leave me in peace for this. You're fine. I need a... Ooh. You know what? I wanted that crypt. Yeah. I'm fine. There's a strange dark crypt behind the cemetery. There is a black wizard standing in front of it. He is to blame for all the undead monsters at the cemetery. I must beat him. Need a shield and 5 men. And 6 potions. She told me that if I brought her 2 dozen golden berries, she would reward me. Thank you, my boy. I was too scared to go there by myself. She gave me 2 purses of gold. Nice earned. So a purse of gold is 30 coins. I'm looking for a shield. And a couple of these guys, probably. And a potion, which I don't know where else but here real easily. I got 5 potions. How many do I need? Be brave, my soldiers. Beat the skeletons. Skeletons. Ahaha! Raise up, my servants. Get him! Get him! It was a really difficult fight. The skeletons helped the Black Wizard. Although the soldiers were brave in their fight, they were too weak and outnumbered by their rival. I lost 5 of them. Fortunately, I struck a decisive blow at the right moment and the Black Wizard fell to the ground. I immediately searched his black bones. I found another ruined stone and a lot of valuables. Nothing else out here. Oh, there's me. He's done talking to me. There's nothing else out here. I guess I'm going to stop this episode here. We did some story improvements. I have that map I need to go to the mine with. Let's check the inventory. I'm good. Yeah. That map. Go ahead and sleep. And end episode for here. Alright, so we'll continue on in the next one. Thank you for watching.